Hi, this is Ben Peak with Cascade Auto Group, and I'd like to tell you how I overcome objections with customers.
That was one of our subjects, Ben Peak, the salesman at Cascade Subaru. Before we get into that, we want to talk about prejudice. When most people think of prejudice, they think of age, gender, race, or even preference. Prejudice of employment isn't something that comes to mind, but it should be, and here's why.
So I'm looking for a new car to get me from A to B. And I don't really have a good track record with salesmen. My last experience was they were just trying to get as much money out of me as possible. And they tried to say that this car was in good working condition. And I got it off the lot, and a month later, the engine blew in it. Then the starter went out. Then the battery went dead. And they didn't do anything to help me out. And every time I tried to talk to my salesman after the fact, he just blew me off. And I've gone to 3 or 4 dealerships before and recently to try to purchase a new vehicle. And they just try to keep selling me things that I don't necessarily need nor want. And they're very, what's the word I'm looking for here? Arrogant, into themselves, automatically assume that you don't have very much money to spend. They're very judgmental the minute you walk in the door. If you don't agree with everything they say, they kind of just scoot you off onto the next person. I just want to get a new car, and I don't want to have to deal with the hassle.
Our other subject, Jen, actually has an appointment with Ben from earlier. But before we get into that, let's see the salesman side to this story.
So Subaru takes what is the stereotypical norm for the business, just as Cascade does provide salesmen the norm for the business, but they don't necessarily do it the same as everybody else. Subaru, they offer a great product. They're not offering crazy blowout specials, crazy rebates, anything like that, and cars hold their value. That's part of the reason why. Cascade, we're not just offering any salespeople. It's a thorough vetting process we go through to find the right fit here. It's not what individual is available, it's what right individual is available. So Cascade and Subaru, we have a lot in common in that aspect that we just do things a little bit different. So when you walk into Cascade, what to expect? A normal dealership, hi, I'm Ben. What can I do to get you to buy today? We have specials going on. You need to do this now, today. Cascade, hello, I'm Ben. Your name is? How can I help you today? And we start the process together. We start the journey together as to what they're going to finally eventually end up in. So really just from the handshake down to sitting down, just low pressure and here to help.
Now geared with his approach, Ben waits to meet Jen and will try to ease Jen into the situation at hand.
Anything tires? Don't worry about them. Hey, if you want to follow me into my office.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
So most customers walk in a little skeptical, dealing with car salesmen from the stigmas that they've heard, things they've read online. So what I try to do is break down those barriers. Simply what you're trying to do to start is establish a connection. So forget about the product, forget about where you work, forget about what you're selling. Establish a connection with these folks. Show them that you are human.
Have you ever been to Red Robin?
No.
Oh my god, they have this seasoning that you put on their fries. Oh my god, they're so good. And they have bottomless fries and they're steak fries.
Really? From there, you say, where'd you go to school? I mean, where are you from? Different things. Try to find points of interest, something to relate to them on, to show them, again, that you are human. You're not just here to sell them a car.
And can I see your ID? Thank you. And you still live. Oh, right over there. Yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
Now with the ice broken, Ben aims to prove his knowledge of the vehicle. Just one of many reasons why Jen should trust in Ben. With a strong showing of product knowledge, Jen will have one less reason to doubt Ben altogether.
Then you start bringing in product, things about the car, show them that, hey, not only is he personable, human, he's also professional. He knows about the car, he knows what he's talking about. He's not feeding us lines, anything like that. So a lot of times people come in, again, because of what they've seen previously, previous experiences, online, videos, movies, TV, culture, that this is not a fun experience. It doesn't have to be that way. It's frankly my position that makes it that way for most people. And again, what we try to do is just break down those barriers, show them that you're a human being, low pressure, we're here for anything. I was told when I first started that anybody that would come in, treat them the same way, whether it's they're getting a brochure, going to the bathroom, they want to buy a car, they want to drive a car, whatever it is, treat them all the same way. And I think if you do that, it really puts people at ease. But there is a lot of skeptics coming into the showroom just kind of clenching fists, white-knuckling, not sure what to expect, and then they get here, and I hope with me, I alleviate that and kind of make it a pleasurable experience.
Got some keys for you people.
So our philosophy here is we're kind of facilitating this process step by step, not just showing them, hey, you're sitting down with me, we're negotiating, you're buying a car from me, but here is us who you're buying a car from. Not only will you sit down and meet me, I'll introduce you to service, I'll introduce you to parts, at least one name, point of contact in every aspect of your ownership, you will have a point of contact. So I mean, that's really what we try to do here is establish a connection, establish a relationship that I think most places forego or forget about.
With Ben having adequately shown his worth and proven to Jen that not all salesmen are bad, the ball is now in Jen's court. It is up to her to decide if she wants to move on with buying a Subaru.
So working with Ben has just been wonderful. It's so relieving to finally have a salesman that actually cares and isn't trying to just put you into the first thing you come across. They want to make sure that you're happy with your purchase and that you're going to be a reoccurring customer, and I quite frankly feel like that's going to be me, and I feel like me and Ben are actually going to work together quite often in the future. I'm actually very excited to send a lot of my friends and family here. I can't wait to take home my new Subaru and just tell everybody how fantastic it is. And Ben has actually completely changed my mind on how I feel about salesmen. He's not that pushy, condescending, arrogant type of salesman. He's very friendly. He's somebody that you could, hang out with outside of a dealership. Not all salesmen are built alike.
So what I do here, what I try to do again is just, wait, where are we going with this?
You want to trade us? You can have wheels and we'll walk.
Yeah.
The all-wheel drive system is going to fail you when you need it most, and the car is going to break down shortly after delivery.
I have heard through the grapevine that anything can go wrong with your car at any time, and they're going to fix it for free. That's how much they like their customers. Put your seatbelt on.
Oh, don't you know? That's how we operate here, and if you make that known in the start...
So I got in touch with my local Subaru dealer. It's Ganley Subaru in Cleveland.
Well.
Does this also come with a dead body in the back?
Yes, it does. Corey Hollowell's dead body.
Say that last line one more time.
I know.
The PA system got ruined.
What was I saying?
Do all the things Corey wants to do.
Wide variety of used car inventory, including CPOs.
You guys are walking to parts.
Let's go to parts.
Oh, we're doing this too?
We're going to parts.
I was gonna say, watch, there's somebody behind.
I actually played last night. It was 50% butt fry.
I'll just use it.
No, I can say it. What was it?
I don't remember.
Got some keys for you people.
Wave bye, Pat.
No.
Except for this one guy. There's just this one guy named Matt Hartice. He's just the meanest person I've ever met in my life. Like, I just don't understand how somebody could be that mean. Just feel so bad for that guy's wife.
Let's talk about how you were wrong to think that all salesmen are jerks. Some may be jerks, but some aren't. There's some good ones out there, other than Matt Hartice. Such a bastard.
Jen,
I give him a thumbs up.
what do you think about this?
Keep talking about it, and I'll just keep badgering it.
That's all I got. I don't know what else to say.
What can I do to get you to buy today?